What's going on, everyone? Happy Monday. I hope the weekend has been good to you, was good to you, and I hope the start of your week was also good to you. Welcome to Monday Evening Quarterback, the Aftershow. If you've been tuning along and following along, tuning in and following along, welcome back as always. And if this is your first time tuning in and you're probably wondering what this is all about, I host a podcast called Monday Evening Quarterback on Spotify, YouTube, Twitch, Blog Talk Radio, and the Nerdport Network. And this is where I talk about what I didn't discuss on MEQ. And if you like what you hear, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So with that being said, let's dive right into it. So I'm gonna get the ugly out the way. The college football playoff, the brackets were announced yesterday, and it was Michigan at 1, Washington at 2, Texas at 3, and Alabama at 4. Now, did the committee get it right? I'm going to say no, respectfully, because Florida State is in a Power 5 conference. They went 13-0. They won their conference championship. They had a 0 in that loss column. And just because they lost their best player, you're going to hold that against them? How and why? Man, don't get me started. Look, we can argue and we can disagree until the cows come home. But, no, this is, this is tough. And this is why the playoff needs to eventually expand to more teams. Yes, Alabama did win their conference championship, but did they really look impressive this year? Let's be real. Yeah, they just did beat the number 1 team in the country. And you could have made a case for Georgia. 2-time defending champ, 29-game winning streak. Could have made a case for them as well. But it is what it is. Everybody's saying the committee is holding this against them because they don't have Jordan Travis. Well, look at Ohio State when they won their first, the first CFP national championship. They won it with a third-string quarterback, and I don't remember anybody holding that against them. So this is why I always say, this is where you have to stop going by the eye test and put the 4 best teams in. Let's not act like Florida State didn't have one of the 4 best records in college football this year. That's my opinion, and I backed it up with some facts, too. NFL-wise, the Rams handled their business against the Cleveland Browns, and they're playing a lot better than I think a lot of people anticipated of them this year. And I think everybody thought they were going to struggle like they did last year, but they're in the thick of things in the NFC playoff race. Browns just couldn't get anything going. I can't believe Joe Flacco's still in the league. Yeah, that's absolutely insane that Joe Flacco is still in the league. Some other things that happened. Buccaneers took care of the Panthers. Panthers played tough, but Tampa prevailed 21-18. How about the San Francisco 49ers? Going into Philly, the team that beat you in the conference championship game, in the NFC championship back in January, and you go in there and you just punch them in the mouth. The first quarter looked terrible because I thought they were a little too pass happy. But once they adjusted, they were absolutely phenomenal. Just dominant at the line of scrimmage, and this is the best I've ever seen Deebo Samuel look. Philly's been playing on the tip of the iceberg a little too long for my liking. And if I'm being honest, they should have more losses than the 2 that they have now, because Kansas City should have beat them. Buffalo should have beat them. You can even make a case that Dallas should have beat them the first time. Then the final game of the Sunday slate, Chiefs, Packers. I never thought I'd see myself saying this, but Kansas City's offense let their defense down. Their defense did all they could to keep them in that game, and their offense could not do much of anything. And when they did, it was a little too late. But we have to get this bad officiating down pat, because this is unacceptable. That wasn't roughing the passer on Patrick Mahomes. I thought that was absolute BS to begin with. And so cornerbacks can just hug and coddle all over wide receivers, and we don't call it pass interference. Come on now. Chiefs got screwed. We need to do something about poorly officiated football games, because this is becoming a common occurrence. I just look. I'm at a loss of words, just even trying to talk about it with you guys. But yeah, the Chiefs lost 27-19 last night. And that's all I pretty much have for this edition of Monday Evening Quarterback, the after show. If you like what you heard, and if you want to continue to follow along, go to thedailyblitz.blog, enter your email address, and become a subscriber today. Follow us on Twitter or X or whatever you're calling it today at dailyblitz_61, and follow us on Instagram. The newest episode of Monday Evening Quarterback will be up shortly. You can catch me on a Prime, radio-wise, every Monday night and Tuesday night. You can catch me on a Prime with David On Point, TJ Hopkins, Israel Rivera. Wednesdays, you can catch me on The Betting Window on the Nerd Report Network with Ronnie, John, Ryan Shaw. I'm sure this show will be really fun and interesting. Friday, you can catch me on College Football Showdown with Israel Rivera and Matt James on Prime Sports World. And then you can catch me on the Sports Cubicle with Devin Tingle, Paul Shabari, Michael Angelo Mercado, and Dan Marver on WCPT 820 AM in Chicago, Illinois. And if you need the link to listen to any of these shows, let me know, and I will gladly get those to you. If you want to be a phone caller on Monday Evening Quarterback, let me know. Hit me up, and I will gladly get you on. I hope you enjoy the episode of Monday Evening Quarterback, and I hope you enjoy this edition of Monday Evening Quarterback, the after show. I will see you guys next week.